Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop. We are here for the 217th flyover of the Nikola site in Coolidge, Arizona. So welcome to the show. We had some flight problems today because it was raining, but we did get a decent amount of footage. Everyone was inside, there wasn't much going on the outside, but we've got some new views of the test loop and a couple other things that we're going to go over today. So need to hear from someone that the audio's working good. Yeah, there we go, JJ. All right. Didn't have anything in the comments. It's like a little dead out there. We only got like 14 people on. So we need to get some more people on here. I will stall for time and we'll go over the current stock price and see where we're at there. We are on Tesla right there. We'll switch that over to Nikola. Nikola closed yesterday at 577 and opened today at 568. It's been as low as 559 and as high as 585 today, currently at 570, down 1.3%. So not a lot of activity, not a lot of movement today. And it seems like it's been that way pretty much around the market on the car stocks and the tech stocks. Interesting thing, though, today I couldn't figure this one out. Polestar had dropped down to 861, and then in a matter of like 45 minutes, it sprung up to 907, and I could not find any news related to that, and then it just kind of steadied out from there. Anybody knows anything on some weird Polestar news today? Let me know, because I'm a little curious why that happened. We are doing a live stream at 4 p.m. Pacific, me and Brian, where we're going to be talking about all things EV. Look at that. I have no drinks around me. All I have is this, and I'm not drinking that. So, unfortunately, I have no drinks. So, if anyone can email me, text me a drink, I would really appreciate it. Would prefer something like a Body Armor or a Powerade. Let's see. JJ, y'all here, we're 0.25% away from passing the vote. That's actually making me a little nervous, to be honest with you, because we were under 0.5% over a week ago, and we only have a couple of days left. So if you have not voted, please vote, and vote yes. We need to overcome the Trevor Milton saga, and this is apparently a new part of it, which we need to overcome what he wants to do. I know he's got the right to make these votes, but if this after his trial, he may not have these shares, so he's trying to throw a little monkey wrench in there. Unless Trevor is actually somebody else, like maybe Trevor's Micah. I wonder if that's possible. So in any case, if you haven't voted, please do. If you're out of the country and you're trying to vote and you're having problems, please call Nikola. Call their service. They put the number out again on Twitter. Try and get that vote in somehow, okay? Because we need everything. Somebody figure out what 0.25% is in shares. I'm not going to do it because I'm hosting a live stream. But you guys can do that for me, right? Got a lot of hellos from everyone out there. Hello to everyone back. Let's see, we got about 39 people on. Okay, want to do a quick refresher that I said we were going to do on every stream. This is the site plans from January, and we'll zoom in a little bit there. You can see I don't know if you guys could read this on the side. Building 100, battery packing, 200 and 200 is general manufacturing. See if I can move that over a little bit. 201 is fuel cell manufacturing. That's right here. 202 is paint and trim. Remember, they do have a paint booth over here, right where my arrow is pointing. A welding shop at 203, which is still something that they're a little bit undecided on, whether or not they're going to do that. Building 300, the administration building, which they may start soon. I don't mean soon like in the next couple of weeks, but I mean that is part of the phase 2 expansion, but I haven't heard that they're actually going to start it, but it is still in the plans, and it's going to probably happen before the phase 3. Oh, look at this. It's Magic. Magic just showed up. All right, look at that. I am set. Building 500, which is over here, the primary electrical substation that has not been built yet, though that is listed for phase 2. But some of these plans have changed since these came out in January. Dyno test building, we know that exists already, right here, right where the cursor is, and right next to it, the wash station. We've got building 802, which does not exist yet. And that says H2 assembly, and then 803 is PDI, pre-delivery inspection, and then 804 repair building. And I hope it's small because they won't have to do a lot of repairs. Now, in case you can't read it, this says a future R&D campus right here, and this one says hydrogen fill and future generation right there. And building 700 was the supplier co-locate site. This could be like if Bosch was assembling parts on site, this would be for a supplier building. And there is still a possibility that we can see things in this center area of the test loop, which is looking fantastic. JJ says, even if we don't get it this time, it's going to pass sooner or later. Yeah, they'll probably just extend it again. And JJ says his calculations are 800,000 shares. That's still quite a few, but there might be someone out there, or maybe you can get them to flip their vote or something. DebtPrez is here. He says hello, and all the others. Hello to DebtPrez. All right, let's get started with the shortened video. This is a rare sight for Arizona, but it is real. It happened. It rained, and you'll see the rain coming in. So we had to cut it a little bit short. How long is this? 10-minute video. So we apologize for that because we like to go a little bit longer when we're doing the live stream. Jokingly, my broker won't even touch the subject, and they have around 200,000 shares registered to them. Call Nikola and see what you can do about that. There's got to be something that could be done. Olivia, nothing's going on with Trevor except for the fact that he's the one stopping this the vote for the additional funds to dilute the shares, because he is not voting, or he has voted no already. Yes, Trevor the fraud. Mr. Bogue says, I think we have the votes. I don't think we do have it, because they put it out this morning that it was 0.25%. They had announced about a week ago, JJ, that it was just under 0.5%. So in 0.5%, went down to 0.25% in just about a week. So, well, here's that big old test loop. This looks awesome. I got to make a phone call and see if I can maybe do a test drive on there with my Model S or something. That would probably be the funnest car to do. Either that or my Ford Focus. No, the Focus would be horrible. But the Model S would be a blast to take on this track. I don't know if, I don't think that could ever be arranged, but, you know, maybe just for test purposes, make sure there's no bumps. All right, so JJ, I'm not sure that is correct, what you said about it's not about voting yes. We literally just need votes. All 800,000 could vote no, and it still passes. I don't think that is correct, but I'm not sure. Michael Rasmussen, I tried once again to vote yes, this time by calling the international. Since I'm from Denmark, they can't help me, and my bank will charge me around $200 to get the control number. Hope we reach 50% soon. I hope someone at Nikola is seeing this and seeing the problems that people are having. DebtPrez did a live stream notice go out today. I just got the notification saying that it started. You might need to turn on your bell. You can have notifications on, but I think you need to turn on the bell on YouTube. Okay, hey, so look at this. This is like the original Nikola test truck that we saw quite a long time ago. We have not seen this in a while, and we have never personally seen this at the factory ever. This was the first time we've ever seen this truck here, but this truck has been around for a while, getting shown off and doing testing. This is not a BEV. This is, this is. I think this is the Alpha BEV. I haven't seen an FCEV in a while. I believe that most of these are the test trucks that we've seen. We did not go down and examine them to see if any of these were new trucks or sellable trucks. The rain was, you can see it. That's the flashing that you keep seeing on the screen. But we just got around as quick as we could. We can see the massive buildup of cabs over here. I have not counted this. Recently, I counted it. The last time I counted it, there was over 100 here. I'm going to pause it right here. If somebody wants to pause their video right at this moment and do a count of this right here, I'll go ahead and move it and we'll get over to the other one if we can. I don't think we do. But still a big pile there. Those are tires on the left-hand side. All this equipment is the stuff that they had brought out quite a long time ago for production, and some of it looks like it's used equipment, but it's been out there for quite a long time, and we don't know if this is for. If I had to make a guess, I would say when they expand the line, and next time they expand the line, they're going to have a line just for the cab, where they assemble the cab and put everything together, because in that pile there are large, I don't know what they call them, but they're large frame like things that can hold a cab up. So maybe that's for when they expand that line out. Now you can see the parking lot here is full of Nikola employees. Almost looks like it's snowing, doesn't it? And then you've got the extra parking lot over there, which is actually starting to fill up too. So I think they've hired some more people, because that might be the fullest I remember seeing it. Tyler asks, have you seen any trays recently with VINs hanging around the factory? No, we haven't. I think they might be keeping them inside. I'm not 100% sure, but we haven't seen any new trays come out in a while, and we just keep missing. It was right after right at the end of second quarter, when all the trays were there, they were stockpiled, and then all of a sudden they disappeared almost overnight. We saw a couple of them going away on tractor trailers. Here's the phase 2 expansion. You can see some of the footings are done. Some of them just have the rebar cages in them. There's a couple guys working right there. Everybody wave. And some of the perimeter grade beam was done on the south end. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that for the super chat. Tyler says, "You are awesome, Bear. We all appreciate you doing this for us," and I appreciate the super chat. You can see most of the cages are in for the rebar cages. You can see all the way up here. These look like they have them too. So that work appears to be mostly complete. I know they're still working on a little bit, but we just got to get some more concrete poured, which could happen tomorrow. This weather doesn't hold up like this. We probably could have waited 20 minutes, but time didn't allow us, and then it would have stopped raining, because we don't get full day worth of rain out here almost ever. Here we can see a Nikola tray being pulled out, and this tray is headed over to the charging station, the one that's powered by the generator that's out on the east side. So we'll probably see that in a little bit. There's the gray tray, the show truck over here, another one next to it. And then here's another flyover of the cabs. This is another, maybe a better look of those cabs over there on the left side. So, anybody want to give it a count? What happened to the old frames? I don't know what happened to the old frames. They were working on them one day, doing something with them, and then they were gone, and they've been replaced by what looks to be frames that they're going to be using. But those frames were something that they weren't going to use. I did speak to someone who told me that those were not suitable anymore for whatever changes that they did. Did I get a chance to drive by Nikola headquarters last week? I did, and see if I can get these pictures up, and I'll get them moved over. What I saw was not exciting. But I'll get these pictures up for you guys, and we will take a look. There was a few noteworthy things, but not much. Let's see, that was a week ago. No, that was last Tuesday, so that would have been the 19th. I gotta scroll through my pictures. I take a lot of pictures. And yeah, believe it or not, I'm still scrolling. Let's see, here we go. Let me get them into a folder, and then we can open them up and take a look. I just got to make sure I don't mess up your guys' view. And we're going to end up restarting this video probably several times. Hope I don't get any weird pictures in here. I did not drive onto the property. I drove around it. I don't want to make it awkward. Here we got a tray that was teasing us, pretending like it was going to go on the test track. And you know what happened? He made a right turn. So that would have been nice to see. But I don't think the test track is ready yet. Can't say what they need to do. Maybe at least stripe it. Something like that. Alright, and you can see that tray that I told you was pulling out. Here we go. This guy's going to go ahead and get that plugged in. Rumors are the betas are at Nikola headquarters. I think it's more than a rumor. I think that's a fact. I believe there's at least one, maybe two trays inside the building, in the front lobby, and supposedly there's a Badger there too. Let's see. Tyler says the Q2 TC Energy calls is on the 28th. We should all look at it because TC has mentioned Nikola in the past two earnings calls. You might hear more about the production hubs. That's true. That is true. Maybe we can get some hints. Is that the original tray outside because they need all the space inside they can get for production? It could be, but that tray wasn't in there when I was in the factory in April. That tray was not in there. I'm not sure where it was. Don't know where it's been. All right, let's, as soon as this is over, we'll take a look at those pictures. Like I said, there's not much there, but I'll tell you what I saw, and we'll go from there. Let's, there's our Patreons. Thanks to all of our Patreons. We appreciate your support. Just want to throw that out there. All right, here we go. We'll go to the first one. Okay, so this is the front of the building. This area right here is not Nikola property. It's somebody who needs to do a lot of maintenance. This is over on, when you're facing the front, this is over on the left side. This looks like pictures of the area that we've seen in other pictures in the past, where they had the, like they were charging with hydrogen or something like that. I'm not sure if that's what that is, but it is a place where I've seen that in other pictures. I'm sure somebody will remember. All right, there's that. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. All right, so this is in the back. This fence line is where it's Nikola's property. This is not Nikola's property. This looks like a giant RV garage. This would be a place to bring Nikola trays in. That is a full-size garage door. It's probably a 12 to 16 foot door. Looks about the size of the one that I have on my shop. That building itself looks to be 30 to 40 feet wide on this side, probably another 50 or 60 feet in length. Very similar. Actually, I'm going to say it's longer than that. That's probably about 80 feet. Very similar to the size of my shop. Oh, thank you. Any Ghostmaster. I hope I said that right. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. Mr. Bogue says that there's two Badgers there. Haven't I gone to see them? And if not, why not? I don't want to walk just into the headquarters and say, hey, what's up? I want to take some pictures. Are you cool with that? If I was able to get a invitation or just someone from Nikola saying, yeah, you can come by, you can say hello and take some pictures if you want, I would. But I'm trying to be as least intrusive as possible. And let's take a look at the next picture. That is not the next picture. Okay, there's another picture of the front, zoomed in a little. There were signs about no trespassing, so I respected that. So one of the things that I did note, if you see the covered parking, uh, the entire front area is all covered with solar panels. So that was probably one of the most noteworthy thing. I know Trevor had made up something about the entire roof was covered with solar panels, uh, but and at the time there was no solar panels there. So looking at it now, we can see that they've got plenty of solar panels in the parking lot, which is awesome. Mr. Bugs is saying that they welcome everyone. It's open to the public. So you're saying I should just go in there and be like, "Hey guys, what's up? Bring my bottle of whiskey. Hey guys, drinks are on me. Can I come in?" Any type of bribe would work, right? I'll put that down. Jogel says, yes, that's the H2 fueling stations by Nell. Well, Mr. Bogues, I know you're saying it's open to public, but I just, like I said, I don't want to be intrusive. I don't want to upset people at Nikola by just walking in, and I don't want to give the impression, well, I've been flying over your place for so long, I can do what I want. So, and okay, so you're saying Mr. Bogues is saying he just walked in. Were you able to take pictures or anything like that? Kind of curious. I mean, hell, I'm sure I'm going to Phoenix, right by there within the next day or two. Peacefully, of course. Yeah, JJ, we're not storming there. I have lots of pics, but the Badgers were not on display. Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll do that. Like I said, I don't want to overstep my bounds. We're going to restart this while we chit chat. Back to the beginning. If you guys wanted to see any of those other pictures brought back up, I can bring them. But I saw no Nikola trays. I did see cars in the parking lot. It was after hours. I think it was probably about 7 p.m. I could actually check that. No, I can't. Let me see when these pictures were taken. Let's see, creative mode. Doesn't show me on there. I'll tell you what time I came back, because I think that was another issue and that was something I was noting, is that it was late in the day. It was 6:35 when I took those pictures, and if you guys notice how many cars are in the parking lot, there was still a lot of people working at 6:35. So that was one thing also that I did want to mention. And that was the other part. It was after hours, that also not going in there after hours. Deprez says, Badgers are ugly. Hope they never resurface. Well, you got to remember, when you judge a car, how it looks. I see a lot of cars out there. I think they're ugly, and how can people drive them? And then I got to remember, I'm not driving it. Someone else is. People have different tastes. Some people like ugly. Even the fat girls get dates occasionally, And the guys that live in their basement with their mom and watch YouTube videos. I hope that's none of you guys. Let's see. Bogue said, I went in and sat in the Nikola 1. John asked if I could do a flyover of the headquarters. I'm sorry, I cannot. It's too close to the airport. So that is not something that can happen. Let's see. JJ asked me if I took a look at the retail investors question they were asking for the quarter report. No, I haven't. That is something that I really should, and I can take a look at that. So again, we're doing this flyover. I apologize about the rain, guys, but I don't control that. I think JJ does. So that is his fault. Though it looks like they're gonna need some weed control out there behind those Nikolas. Those are all gonna turn into tumbleweeds. That is what a tumbleweed looks like before it's a tumble. Now it's just a weed right now, but all of that is going to turn into tumbleweeds, and it's going to fly across the entire site and land at the fence at the end of it. That's what happens. R.A. Skeeterman, that Tesla Cybertruck is ugly to me. At first I thought it was ugly, and then it just grew on me, and I did order one, and because that's what I do. But no, I'm excited to see the Cybertruck in person and actually drive one. I think I think that'd be awesome, especially if it comes with the specs that it says. Tyler says, I have a feeling that Nikola might co-produce a pickup truck far in the future because they can sell the hydrogen, and a lot of people might not want a BEV pickup due to less range for towing. You know what? That is true. There could easily be a market for that, because as you're towing, you lose range, and the whole idea of hydrogen is to get it to vehicles that need further range. And that is a big difference right now between battery and hydrogen, is that the hydrogen can get a whole lot more range. So whether or not there'll actually be a pickup truck, I don't know. I think it might take some of the mainstream companies, some of the legacy automakers, like Toyota would be one of them, to do something like that. Jokel says I should put the map in the beginning. Thanks for the effort. Well, tell you what, why don't we pause this, because you guys have been looking at this for a while. Let's take a look at the map again. I will just put it up, and then you guys can look at it for a minute, observe, and then we'll go back to the video. Dead Press says that Cybertruck is futuristically gorgeous. Definitely getting one. My Nikola investment will pay for it. Nice. Did you guys notice last week Nikola jumped up to about 640-ish? 644, 645. So if you're a flipper, that was a great time to sell some shares and then buy them back, because you'd make some money. So I'm not saying I did, but I did. So just saying. The Green Arrow. Inside knowledge. Once vote approves, Nikola is waiting to announce 2 huge contracts and announce hydrogen infrastructure plan with TC. JJ says source. I would, yeah. Come on, Green Arrow. Let us know. GG also says, does anyone know if production is halted so they continue reconfiguring their production line? Haven't seen any new trucks being added to the outdoor staging like we previously had. You know, we talked about that a little bit. We haven't seen much, but that doesn't mean a thing. They could easily be keeping them inside. There could be space in the battery building, and I'm not sure if they could actually drive into the battery. On the other side, I believe that they can. But it's very possible that they're just still inside, or they're keeping them inside until a truck comes and picks them up, and we haven't been catching it. So it's possible that the trucks have been leaving the factory. We no longer have our expectations that whatever we see is fact. We did that at Lucid for Q1. I thought the deliveries were going to be much higher, and it turned out that it sucked, and they were just moving cars around a lot. Yeah, Mr. Bogues, I did that. You know, when you see a cycle of up and down, why not, right? And also, I would have definitely taken the tax loss on that right there. Greenhouse says, can't say source, made my promise, it's reliable. Same person let me know Bosch fuel cells will be built on the line the day before it dropped. Okay. Well, I'm not going to doubt Green Arrow. He's been around here for a while, and he's never been like a Micah or anything like that. Let's see. Electrolyzer order is 99% Nikola. The Nell announcement pretty much screamed Nikola. Yes, it did. Mr. Bogues, I only sold 1,000 shares at $625, and I actually haven't bought them back yet, but I will in the next couple of days. So that answers your question, Mr. Bogues. All right, let's see. We're almost getting to 30 minutes. So guys, I want to talk about, we have a live stream. Me and Brian have a live stream at 4 p.m. Got 75 people on. I need some of you guys to show up. I know JJ is going to be there. But Brian and I talk about all things EV. Very little Nikola talk today. We're probably going to mention the fact that, you know, we're less than 0.25%. But we just talk about all different things EV, and we've got a good lineup today of topics. So really would like you guys to join. We don't get as much turnout on that which I think is a better show than the Nikola one. So let's see. Dead President Green Arrow has some good information. These couple of videos are solid. I trust his information. Agreed. Let's see. GG, only 20 to 21 weeks to pump out another 350 to 450 trucks. So 15 plus trucks a week to hit numbers. Actually, remember their minimum it was 3 to 500, not 400 to 500. We're pretty confident that we've got over 50. We saw a VIN number of a vehicle that was out in the field that was 51 or 55. Somebody remind me. So we know at least that number was out there. When I was there, they were actually producing them in order of VIN numbers, which was awesome to see that. But you know, those things can also change. They can make trucks out of order, but I don't think there's that many reasons to do that at the Nikola site. It would be like on a car manufacturing, but most of these trucks are going to be exactly the same. Let's see. JJ says, no better show than the Nikola one. Yeah, I know, but I just need more people. At 4 p.m., fast charging with B&B, me and Brian, where we talk about everything. And there's chat, and you guys can say whatever you want in the chat, and we'll block you if we have to, if you get carried away. Next live stream of Lucid will be on Thursday, probably about the same time as this, probably around 12. And also, we will have a Lucid video coming out a little bit later today. Not too long from now. It's being worked on right now. Nikola show is fantastic. Way to independently validate Nikola factory progress. I know it's good and it's good to see. I would just like more people on my fast charging with B&B at 4 p.m. Pacific. So you guys need to be there. Let's see. Michael Rasmussen says, according to Mark Russell, they should be making 5-ish a day. They could produce 10 a day if they do 2 shifts, but at the moment they only run 1 shift. That's true. When I was there, the line was moving every 4 hours, and they're working 10-hour shifts. So that at that point, that was 2.5 trucks a day. So over the course of a week, 5, 10, 12.5 trucks, if my math is right. Kim Brady said Nikola and TC would announce the hydrogen production plans in North America in the second half of 2022. Once that is dropped and TC Energy starts putting money down, Nikola will pop. Sarah says, thank you so much, Bear. Well, you're welcome. All right, we're getting ready to call it. You guys get any more comments, get it in there. If I can answer them, I will. If we've already stopped the show, the comments will be left open for a couple minutes after the show ends. And if it's directed at me, I will try and answer it. But I do want to thank everybody for being here. And remember, fast charging with B&B, 4 p.m. You guys be there. I really appreciate the support. Oh, and Mr. Brooks says, I've never short Nikola. Love the company and stock way too much, just saying, but to each their own. JJ, if the investor questions are any indication, no one actually knows what Nikola is up to, except Bear. Not true. I'm going to type that out before I disconnect. Not true. All right. Thank